Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, and the former Boston College Eagle.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. Fifth in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Falcons. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
16 yards of first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
He now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brandon Copeland in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Shedding the now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Recovered by the Chargers.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are a little bit exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Falcons 3.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Falcons 3.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. first and 10. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
27-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Another Chargers 1st down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
out of the gun, Herbert. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Now this is the third-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come to halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Here comes Johnson on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And
this is Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Chargers 17.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Returning it, Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
From the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan, a very quick pass to Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Play action. It's Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Linval Joseph. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but now it's third down.
And less than a yard.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
And his pass, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can. Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Ryan on 1st down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Ryan will throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference. And now where does the ball get placed? At the 1-yard line. 1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far. And it's cost him. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4th.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. A bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing again, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium.